Hello, everyone, and welcome to Path to Fluent English, where learning English is easy and fun. Today, we are talking about a vacation routine. Oh yes, we will learn how to describe your holiday activities from morning until night. Hello, Sam. Are you ready?
Hi, Chloe. Oh, yes, I am very ready. Vacation is my favorite topic. But actually, yesterday I had a small mistake at my hotel. I wanted to tell a group of people that I was relaxing, so I smiled and said, "Hello, my state is very lazy today." They looked so confused. It was very awkward.
Oh, Sam, a mistake is just a sign that you are trying. Lazy sounds a bit negative to strangers. Today, we will learn better words. But wait, before we start our daily plan, I have a quick reminder for our friends at home. Please click the subscribe button right now, and please like this video. Sharing is caring, everyone.
Yes, sharing is caring. Please like and subscribe. So, Chloe, how do we start our vacation day?
We are going to use a chronological timeline today, Sam. That means we follow the order of time. We start with the morning, then afternoon, evening, and bedtime. In the morning, I always wake up late. I do not use an alarm clock. Then I lounge near the swimming pool.
Lounge? That's a fancy word, Chloe. What does it mean?
It means to sit or lie down in a very lazy, comfortable way, like on a beach chair. So I lounge by the pool.
Oh, let me see. I lounge by the pool. That sounds so peaceful. What do you do after that?
After breakfast, I love to take a stroll. A stroll. Sam, do you know what a stroll means?
Oh, let me think. Does a stroll mean a slow, relaxed walk? Like walking on the beach with no hurry?
Exactly. Right. Good job. A stroll is a quiet walk for pleasure. So you can say, I take a morning stroll on the sand.
Uh-huh. A morning stroll on the sand. I like that. Now the sun is high. What happens in the afternoon on our timeline?
In the afternoon, it is warm, so I love excursions. Excursions. Do you know what an excursion is, Sam?
Let me see. Is an excursion a short trip to see something interesting, like a boat ride or a museum tour?
Exactly. Right. It's a short journey for pleasure. You can say, we book a boat excursion to see the fish. Another great activity is sightseeing. Sightseeing means visiting the famous places in a city, like the big statues or old markets.
Oh, sightseeing. Do we say I go sightseeing or I do sightseeing?
We usually say, go sightseeing. For example, I go sightseeing in the afternoon. Let repeat that together, Sam. Go sightseeing.
Go sightseeing. Okay, I understand. What if the afternoon weather is too hot?
If it is too hot, I take a nap. A nap is a short sleep during the day, usually just 30 minutes. It's essential for my energy. Essential means very important and necessary.
Oh, a nap is essential for me too. So the afternoon is finished. What do we do in the evening part of our timeline?
In the evening, I love dining out. Dining out just means eating dinner at a restaurant instead of cooking at home. We usually go to a traditional restaurant. Traditional means it follows old customs and serves authentic local food.
Uh-huh. Dining out at a traditional fish restaurant. That sounds delicious. What comes after dinner, Chloe?
After dinner, we explore the nightlife. Nightlife means the entertainment, music, and shops that are open late. This beach town has a very vibrant nightlife. Vibrant means full of life, light, and energy.
Vibrant nightlife. Wow, that's a beautiful phrase. It means the town is very lively at night, right?
Exactly. Spot on, Sam. It's very lively. And that brings us to the final part of our timeline, bedtime. At bedtime, the goal is to unwind.
Unwind? That's another interesting word, Chloe. What does unwind mean?
To unwind means to relax and stop thinking about stress or work. For example, I read a book to unwind before sleep.
Ah, I read a book to unwind before sleep. I like that. Let do a quick role play now using our timeline. I'll start. Good morning, Chloe. Did you sleep well?
Good morning, Sam. Yes, I did. I woke up late with no alarm. Now I want to lounge by the pool. What about you?
I want to take a slow stroll along the beach to look at the ocean. Will you join me for a stroll?
I would love to. And for the afternoon, I booked a boat excursion to the caves. It starts at 2 o'clock.
Great. Then we can go sightseeing in the old town after the excursion. But after that, I need an afternoon nap. A nap is essential for me.
Perfect. We can nap, and then tonight we're dining out at a traditional fish restaurant.
Awesome. Does the area have a vibrant nightlife after dinner?
Yes, the streets are full of lights and music. It's a very vibrant nightlife.
Wonderful. But I must go to bed at a good time because I need to unwind. I will listen to music to unwind.
That is a great plan, Sam. And time out. You did an absolutely amazing job. Your sentences were short, slow, and clear. You used the timeline perfectly.
Thank you, Chloe. It feels easy when I connect the words to a daily routine. Let visit the mistake lab now. What are some common system crashes for beginners?
The first mistake is when a student says, "Yesterday I made a vacation today." We don't use the verb make for holidays, Sam. Why?
Oh, let me see. Make is for physical things like making a cake. For holidays, we use take or have, right?
Exactly. Right. You say, "I'm taking a vacation" or "I'm having a vacation." Good job. The second mistake is the preposition. Students often say, "I'm in vacation."
Oh, I know that one. Vacation is a state of being, not a building, so we must use the preposition on. I'm on vacation or I'm on holiday.
Exactly. Beautifully explained. Never say in vacation. Always say on vacation. Let repeat it. On vacation.
On vacation. Got it. What's the last system crash from the lab, Chloe?
The last mistake is when a student says, "Yesterday I lost my time on the beach." They mean they rested, but lose time sounds bad or negative.
Ah, lose time means you wasted it or you were late. Resting is good, so you should say, I spent my time or I enjoyed my time on the beach.
Exactly. You say, "I spent my time on the beach." Perfect, Sam. Well, we have covered all our points today. Let remember the main points together.
Let remember the main points together. Point number 1. Use a timeline to describe your holiday routine. Use lounge and stroll for the morning.
Point number 2, use excursion, sightseeing, and nap for the afternoon. Use dining out and vibrant nightlife for the evening.
Point number 3, use the verb unwind for your bedtime routine to show relaxation.
Point number 4, avoid common mistakes. Say, "take a vacation," use the preposition on vacation, and say, "spend your time."
What a fantastic summary! Now we have a question for our friends in the comments.
Yes, imagine you are on vacation today. Write a short comment below and tell us your routine using one of our new words. We believe in you. Keep practicing and keep smiling. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. See you next time.